What is the greatest strength as a teacher? I think the greatest strength as a teacher is to deliver his speech in such a way so that that can be in the most comprehensive form so that a student can absorb those information and they can understand the topic easily without putting a lot of effort. So the greatest strength of a teacher is to make the lessons easy to their students. And also there could be other ways to answer these questions, like the teacher who can understand the psychology of others individually, like the students. I think it is a good quality. By understanding the student psychology, the students' strength and weaknesses, they can work on individual students for their welfare, and they can teach and put effort on the students accordingly. Yes. Well, my greatest weakness is when somebody asks me for help, I just cannot say no. I feel hesitation to say no, and sometimes, regardless of the time limitation I have, I even help on the cost of my own time. Actually, even if I have something urgent, I need to do it for myself, but I do it for others. So sometimes I feel hesitations. Even if I don't have time, I just cannot say no. So I think sometimes I just need to care about myself. I just cannot um, help others by harming my own time. So I have to be careful of that. Well, I always work on my personality development. I have a strong urge to develop myself by tiny little activities each and every day. So even if it's a small effort, I still do it with courage, and I feel the sensation of achievement whenever I do something for the personality development. So I have that growth mindset which makes me special. I have the urge to learn from others. I have learned from absolutely the best of the people who are influential into our society, and I have the urge to understand the children's psychology. It is one of my core interests. So if I have been given this responsibility, I'll try to learn every student individually, and I'll take care of the lesson, and I'll create an interactive sessions, and by that I will be good teacher. Well, I think discipline is a part of our life, which is an important factor of our success, actually. So, if we do things systematically, it is much more effective, and there is more possibility that we're gonna do the work. So, sense of discipline is really something which need to be inculcated into children's heart from the beginning of their lives, so that they can be more responsible. They can take the responsibility in the future. So in the classroom discipline, like if I'm a teacher of a class, the students will not make noise, they will not quarrel with each other, they'll keep the classroom neat and clean, and they'll dump their germs or other dust onto the dustbin. So, and they will be respectful toward each other, and they will not talk ill about others. They will not bully each others on the based of their appearances. So these are the classroom discipline I want to see. Well, if the student is disruptive in my class, first of all, I will control my temper, and I'll not be defensive or I'll not be aggressive in this matter. I'll try to treat that student with much more care, responsibility, and compassion. So, what I'm gonna do, I am just gonna be there and I'm gonna be asking him why he is being like that. If anything is disturbing him mentally, or then I'll try to just gather some of the history of the students, and yes, but if he's being disruptive, then I'll try to tell him of the discipline and you shouldn't do that. Maybe I'll tell him about the punishment. he's going to receive, if he's going to repeat that. First of all, at the beginning, I will not take him to the headmaster's room because it might hurt his brain. So I am just going to be compassionate. I'm going to give him some chance to rectify himself so that he doesn't repeat that same mistake again. So, yes, so I will solve that problem with care, responsibility, and which will not harm the student's mental health. Well, the management of classroom, like I will choose a monitor of the class who is going to be the representative of the classroom for other on behalf of other students. So I'm going to be communicating with that monitor more and more. And yes, classroom management, like in part of like on the decorational part, I'd like to make the classroom neat and clean so that it can be attractive to the teachers and the students, and they will have an beautiful environment, because environment is the greatest influential factor into their children's psychology. So I'm going to be doing that, and I will give them some sort of homework each and every day, and I'll give them some immediate task, class test. So we are going to be reading one chapter, then we are going to go to another chapter. So yes, we are just going to make it more playful, more comprehensive. So I will enhance the comprehension functionalities of my lessons. And yeah, in that way, I'm gonna be doing that. I want to be a teacher because it is not just a profession, it's a responsibility to shape the young minds and prepare those young minds, enthusiastic mind for the future nation. Children are the foundation of the nations, and their foundation is their elementary schools, where they learn habit and their neuroplasticity is at its best. So if they're taught to about these things, they will learn a lot. And teaching it always been core part of attraction to me. I always wanted to be a teacher. So as I'm just fresh graduate, so I think it will be really great for me for starting my career with a good vibe. So yes. Well, why should you hire me for that position? Because I think and I believe I have all of the qualities you were asking as a requirement in that notice board. I think you're looking for a proficient English speaker who can teach well in the classroom. So I think I'm the best person to be fitted to fit in for that position, because I've been working as a mentor for University Language Club, and I've been mentoring for a lot of students. They were university students. So if I can work with them, so definitely I can work with the children's, and I will take the responsibility. I will try to fulfill all of the educational gap I have inside of myself by constant learning, as I have a growth mindset. With that growth mindset, I am always open to new opportunities, new possibilities, or any opportunity to learn new thing. I am always open for that, and I'm evaluating others. I'm respectful to others. I learn from others, and for that, I am always open. So each and every day, I work on the personality development. I work on myself, I learn new things, I try to practice my old skills, I try to work on psychologies, I try to learn neuroplasticities. So there are a lot of things, in a lot of ways I can contribute to the welfare of the students, also the welfare of the country, also the welfare of the institution I'm going to be working in. So in all way, I think I'm going to be proved as an asset for children, as an asset for the institution, and I will definitely make the institution profitable